I had always been a bit of a wild child growing up. I had never really been interested in school and had always been more focused on partying and having a good time. I very rarely listened to my parents. I hated them for making me study. I hate them for telling me I didn't need a job, but then not give me any spending money. I hated and blamed them for basically everything that was wrong in my life. This attitude I had carried over into college, where I spent more time partying, smoking, doing drugs, and drinking more than I would study. A big part of this was because I didn't really like what I was studying. I thought I was young enough to make mistakes and ultimately didn't want to commit to college because I thought, I'll figure this out when I have to figure it out. But as it turned out, my lack of focus and direction caught up with me. I didn't graduate college. I had no real plans for my future. I floated from job to job, never really finding anything that I was truly passionate about. And I got a girl pregnant while we were both 24. At 27, things got even worse. That's when I got arrested for drug possession. I was sentenced to a few months in prison, and when I got out, I found that my old job didn't want me back, and now my criminal record made it almost impossible for me to find a decent job. I got extremely depressed, so I fell into a cycle of using drugs, which only made things worse. My finances were a mess. I had a messed up credit score. My debt was through the roof because my child's mother had to use all my credit cards while I was in prison. She no longer wanted to see me. I didn't have any career lined up. It was just a bad time. I felt lost and alone. I had no direction in my life and didn't know what I wanted to do. At 32 years old, tired, hopeless, and fed up with the lack of direction I had, I ended up coming across a book in the library that motivated me just enough to try and stop using drugs and to try a new career. I first started by focusing on my finances. I read up on credit and credit scores and took steps to improve mine. I paid off my debts and I was able to get a secured credit card, which helped me build my credit score. I also started looking for a career that I was truly passionate about. I had always been fascinated by technology, so I decided to pursue a career in that field. I went to the library and read as many books on programming as I could, then saved up enough to pay for a coding boot camp. At first, it was hard. I felt like I was too old to be going back to learning and that I was starting too late. Everybody around me was young, but I stuck with it and eventually graduated with a boot camp certification. I landed a job at a tech company and I couldn't be happier. I finally found something that I was truly passionate about and I was making a decent salary. I was able to reconnect with my ex and give my kid a better life. But it wasn't just my career that changed. I also became a better person. I stopped using drugs and started to focus on being a good father. After countless months of self-reflection through reading personal help books, I was finally able to find clarity in what I wanted to do with my life. If you're in a similar situation, know that it's never too late to turn your life around. Here's what I suggest you do to start making positive changes in your life. Assess your financial situation. Make a list of all your debts, including credit card balances, loans, and any outstanding bills. Look at your income and expenses and create a budget to help you manage your money better. Your credit plays such a big role in this life. Take care of it. This can take time, but it's important in the long run. You can start by paying off any outstanding debts and make sure to pay your bills on time. Try to get any credit marks removed by writing to the credit bureaus or paying someone to write to them for you. Research and explore different career options. Take a career assessment test. Talk to friends and family or consult a career counselor. Most libraries have some type of program for this. Identify the skills and interests that you have and look for career paths that align with them. Set specific, measurable, and attainable career goals. It's important to have a clear idea of what you want to achieve and a plan to get there. Make a list of the steps you need to take to reach your goals and set a realistic deadline for yourself. Once you have identified the career you want to pursue, research the qualifications and education required for the job. Look for courses, programs, or certifications that will help you gain the skills and knowledge you need. Try applying for other positions within the company that hires for your desired role so that when you finish everything, it's easier to transfer your position. And finally, take care of yourself. Make sure you're eating well, exercising regularly, and getting enough sleep. Taking care of your physical and mental health will help you stay focused and motivated. This includes surrounding yourself with positive people. If not, do what I did and don't surround yourself with anybody until you're ready. The people you surround yourself with can have a huge impact on your life. Seek out people who support you and encourage you to be the best you can be. Remember that the road to turning your life around may not be easy, but with determination and hard work, you will achieve your goals and live the life you thought would never be possible.